Mayor Willie Rosas has led the city of Dunkirk as its first Latino mayor. Rosas is actually the first Hispanic mayor in the state's history, but after 8 years in office, he says it's time for him to leave. Why? Why not have him here to tell you for himself? Joining me now is Mayor Willie Rosas. So much thank you for driving up from Dunkirk to the city of Buffalo to join us to talk about this.
Well, I've decided not to run again. I think that the accomplishments that we have made, my administration and I, speak for themselves. But the political scene in the city of Dunkirk has become unbearable for myself and my family. And over the past 4 years, I realized that this is not for me. This is not what I want to do. I wasn't enjoying it anymore, and I'm looking forward to leaving office.
You know, you did mention to the Post-Journal back in February that one of the reasons you weren't seeking re-election had to do with the vile political atmosphere. We heard similar comments from Brian Higgins as to why he's leaving Congress. What's going on in politics that so many people are starting to say it's time to step away?
Well, I think it gets when it gets ugly like that, it becomes very personal, and it has an impact on not just the elected, but family members. When I ran for office, I said that, you know, I would do it and try to do my best, and I was enjoying it in my first term. But again, the political scene has gotten unbearable, and I have to make decisions based on what's best for my health and my family.
You promised to make change. Do you believe that you made change in the city of Dunkirk?
Absolutely. I believe we've made a lot of positive changes. We modernized and upgraded all of our city facilities, including the police department, our fire department, our water department, our wastewater department, and City Hall, all of our city parks. So these are things that we were able to do because of my connections in Albany. So I'm very proud of all of the accomplishments that my administration and I have been able to do.
We are a more diverse society now, and with you being a trailblazer as a Hispanic, Latino for New Yorkers, what does it feel like to be that first? Sometimes people say, well, it doesn't matter if you're first or not, but when you are the first, it does matter to you.
Absolutely. You know, when I first became elected in 2015 after the election, I didn't realize that I was the very first and only elected Hispanic mayor in New York State history. And when I came to Albany or any of the conferences that were in New York City, people wanted to come up and meet me. It was important for them to know the mayor, the first Hispanic mayor. And so to me, it means that I have to leave a legacy that others can come in and follow. I'm proud of our accomplishments. I've represented the whole community well, I believe, and most importantly for me as the first Hispanic mayor, I am proud to have represented the Hispanic community across New York State.
What do you hope the next mayor does for Dunkirk?
I think we've made some changes. We brought in some bilingual positions in the city, especially in key departments like the inspector's office. We have the Hispanic community continues to grow in the city of Dunkirk. In fact, the most accurate numbers for a census are those of the school district. Those numbers indicate that 60% of the student body of Dunkirk Public School District are Hispanic students, which means that we have to change the way we operate. So I hope that the next mayor will come in, acknowledge that that is what's happening here in our community in the city of Dunkirk, and follow through on some of the things that I've started.
You're a trailblazer, but what's next for you?
Well, I plan to spend some time with my family. I'm going to do a little traveling. I do have some options in the private sector, offers that have been made, and I haven't made any decisions as of yet.
All right, and do you think that Dunkirk is in a good place financially as well as you're leaving?
I believe it is. I believe there's some more work to be done, and I think that the next mayor will have it a little better than I did when I came on.
All right, and for coming up to the city of Buffalo, of course, we're not far from where the Hispanic neighborhoods are. A lot of things happening here as well, so I'm assuming as Dunkirk mayor and the first, you had some collaborations with the city of Buffalo and leaders here too.
Absolutely. Byron Brown has become a personal friend of mine, and I have other Hispanic leaders here in the city of Buffalo too as friends.
Growing and strong. Thank you so much for joining us on the 5:30 here on Channel 2. It was a pleasure to have you today.
Thank you very much, Claudia.